This was going to be the best Christmas ever.
Yeah, I'm just a bit stuck.
Hello and welcome to Premiere Scene. I'm Nicola, Johnston, and we're here at the Empire Cinema in Leicester Square, full of Christmas spirit and sparkle for the world premiere of Nativity 2, Danger in the Manger.
Do we believe we can win some for Christmas?
Yeah! The winning song will win £10,000.
Yes! So if we find a proper teacher, we can go? Well, yes.
Excuse me, can I help you?
I'm the new Class 7 teacher. Hello.
No, I've got to see the head teacher!
So you played the overbearing father figure.
The grumpy dad. The grumpy dad of David Tennant. I'm too young to play his dad, quite frankly.
And you hadn't worked with Debbie before, and I know that she works in a very unique way. What was that like for you?
Well, we didn't have a script, so we had to turn up on the day and there was no dialogue, so we had to improvise as we went along. But we had someone at the head, which was really great. We had a great director, lady director, who was terrific. And it was absolutely wonderful. And of course, if you're working with Doctor Who, what more could you want, really?
Well, we had 2 Doctor Whos.
Yep, absolutely. We did.
That's quite special in itself.
No, I have to say that, working with Matt Smith as well in Doctor Who, so that was a double whammy for me, which was nice, yeah.
What were some of the challenges that you had as an actor, apart from all the improvisation? Was there anything else that came up for you?
Well, I want to say that I did all my own stunts in the movie, quite frankly, and I'd like to say that I did. It's true, absolutely true. No, I mean, I think it's pretty scary turning up and not really knowing what you're going to have to, what you're going to say, really, but you've got to keep your wits against.
I guess Debbie had to create an element of trust between the ensemble.
She did. I got very encouraged because the first rehearsal I did, she sort of started laughing and sort of gleamed at me, so I knew I was possibly on the right wavelength anyway, or on the right area.
That man is the classroom assistant.
Yeah!
That's right. I think he's actually certifiably insane.
Well, after you made Nativity, I read that you said never again. And here you are on the red carpet tonight. Congratulations, Nativity 2 premiere. What was it that inspired you to want to make a sequel?
Well, obviously I forgot that I said never again. It's like having a baby. The pain and the agony just goes flying out of your mind. It was really good fun to make the first Nativity, and actually once the dust had settled and I realised that everybody liked the film so much, why wouldn't you? I mean, it was brilliant fun, so I want to do it again.
The audience reaction in the cinema really inspired you, didn't it?
Yes, it did, and also just all through it's been 3 years since then, the messages that I've received, and bumping into people and them saying it's my favourite Christmas film and it makes me feel really happy and I put it on in August because it cheers me up, and those sort of things. There's nothing nicer than that in the world, is there? So I thought, well, let's try and do it again.
I think it's lovely for a family to be able to come to the cinema together and enjoy a film.
Well, that's it. I mean, a family Christmas film that's not American, that's not animation, that's actually quite a challenge in this day and age, but I think people do like that and it does resonate with them, and the kids do point at those kids and think that's me or my friends, and they relate
to it.
Yeah, exactly.
And also, Debbie, you've got a very unique and specific way of working, which you must have to develop some trust within the cast and crew for that to be able to work. How do you do that?
Definitely. I mean, it is like a family. We are really special, I think, as a group, and we do have to trust each other. I have to trust the actors not to say lines that I can't use, and they have to trust me that I'll make their lines into a perfect script, if you like, in the edit. So it's a lot of toing and froing, but I think it's in the casting. Casting great actors. I love these actors. They're just the bee's knees. They're the best of British. I love them.
And in this film, you had 2 babies, twins, and then children up to the age of 18, so that must have been a massive challenge for you.
It was, because there are about 5 times more children in the first film, so I was a bit ambitious, really. But you know what? It's fantastic. In the end, working with all of these children, it just makes you feel so alive, because you just don't know what they're going to come out with. They're so innocent. They absolutely love it. And it stops being a cynical exercise in any way for everybody. It's not like the cameraman doesn't think, oh, I'm doing my job. He just thinks, oh my goodness, what did that kid just do or say? And we're always laughing. It's a lovely, lovely way to work.
It keeps you alive, doesn't it?
Absolutely. I'd like to say it keeps you young, but I think that's not true. It keeps you alive.
My last question for you, Debbie, is I also know that you co-wrote all the original songs, and I believe you've got a musical in the works. Is that correct?
Yay! It is. And do you know what?
How exciting.
It really is exciting, because the music is a huge part of these films, and I've always wanted to do a musical secretly. I'm a bit of a musical fan, so I'm delighted to say we are going to be developing the stage show of Nativity, yeah.
We are holding auditions.
They tried to make me go to rehab, and I said no, no, no.
Fantastic! Who's got a baby?
There is no bringing babies to school.
And into the crib.
Debbie's really lovely because when I first met her, we just went and had a cup of tea and just chatted, and she said, you know, how do you feel about improvising? How would you feel about doing this? And it was just so relaxed and so lovely. And then I met up with David, and we improvised a bit with each other and saw that, you know, it was working, and we got on and everything. And then basically we then just started the film, and she said, there's nothing to panic about, nothing to worry. I'm not going to tell you anything about the story or anything about what I want. I want you to turn up on the day. I'll basically say I want this, this and this from the scene, and just get on with it. So it's quite scary at first, but then after improvising the first scene, you just sort of relax and get on with it.
Normally as an actor you're given a script to
Yes.
prepare from, and in this scenario you didn't have one. So was that strange?
Well, not really, because after like being in drama school and doing loads of improvisation, and then also when you do have a script, you're always sort of thinking loads of things in your head anyway when you're not speaking, so it's sort of just like that really. And then it was really nice just turning up, making stuff up, and thinking, well, if I know my character, what they want out of this situation, then I'll know what to say. And then it's great going home in the evening and getting to watch the telly and have a beer and not have to panic about learning lines for the next day. Just turn up and make it up.
Sounds like the best job in the world.
It is.
You do know there's no way we can enter this competition.
Teachers are losers.
Come on, jump the board!
Right, come on, back inside the school.
Obviously this was a bit of a reunion for you making this film, because you've worked with Debbie before,
David.
and
Poor
Marc and
David.
David.
Yes, it's it's lovely when somebody like Debbie puts these people together, performers, you know, and you want to be on your best form. You want to be able to give it some, you know, and do your stuff, and then everyone's kind of, like, I mean, for David and Marc, they're in it 24/7. I mean, I kind of popped in at the end, put on my Christmas dress.
And your character Angel, she's quite catty, isn't she? She's a child star.
She's a child star. She's an ex-child star. She won the voice of an angel in like 1987.
This Christmas, when you follow your dreams,
Let's win a song for Christmas!
You survived the first film,
I survived.
and Mr. Poppy came back for more.
He did, yeah. So the sequel. Wow, look, it's Jessie!
Sparkly.
Jessie! Look, it's Jessie.
Hello, Jessie. I love your bow tie.
Look at that.
Are you excited?
He's amazing.
You are. It goes with the red
This
carpet.
guy's amazing.
Marc. Sorry, Marc. I was going to
Sorry,
ask.
I've got
No,
sight.
don't be
Jesse's
silly. I was going to
brilliant.
ask
He's a good
about.
example of why this film's so brilliant. He is so instinctive and so natural and just gives all
The
the time.
imagination that kids have as well.
Not only the imagination, it's more about the fact they just respond innately.
In the moment.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about. That's what life's all about. And grown-ups forget it, but because we all do, we all used to do it. We all used to respond in the moment. That's what improvisation's about. Good improvisation's all about being in the moment you're in, not thinking about, oh God, what might happen if I say this? This could happen, or oh, I said the wrong thing a bit ago. It's about being
Spontaneity.
Yeah.
When you're working with Debbie, I know that she works in a very unique way,
Yeah.
but she also allows her cast and crew to come up with ideas. And
Yeah.
am I right in
So-
saying that the duck boat was your idea?
Yeah, no, Duck Bus is a great example of, I went on it with my nieces and nephew, thought, oh, this is great. And then she was talking about getting a tour bus, and I said, well, what about those big yellow buses? Within, I don't know, 3 days, she was like, we're going to have one of those. And she's really good at responding, even back to films like Confetti. I made Confetti with her a few years back now. I remember in one of those scenes saying to Martin Freeman, you should come and see my band at the weekend in an improvisation. And suddenly we finished the scene, and Debbie's like, right, we need to get a bass, a guitar, drums. You need to figure out how you can do this. And she's on the phone to the location manager organising a pub venue for us to perform a song. And it's so, the cause and effect of that is just liberating.
You'll be put in the musical, no doubt.
Sorry?
She's making a musical of Nativity, so
Oh,
no
gosh,
doubt you'll be
yeah.
getting a phone
Yeah,
call
no,
for
she's
that.
already talked to me about the possibility of a West End musical version. Yeah, it is. And we've also talked about possible diaries of Mr. Poppy.
you never know
Where's Mr. Peterson?
I don't see a sign for miles how far they will take you.
Donkeys can fly, can't they? Do you believe, Mr. Peterson?
we're in a lot of trouble.
I know that you had to think about 2 characters for this film because you're playing twin brothers.
Yes.
One of which is about to become a father for the first time.
Yes.
And then also you're working with Debbie, who you've not worked with before, and
Yes.
she works in a very unique way.
Yes.
So was it the case where you just had to kind of throw yourself in and trust it, or did you have a method to the madness?
Oh, I think the madness defies method, to be honest. I think you've got to just turn up each day and roll with it. Which was, for me, what was exciting about doing it, because I've never done that before, you know, and that's terrifying, and makes you think twice about it. But I think when you think twice, that sort of means you should do it. You know, if you're scared of something, it's you know, accept the challenge and bite it off, and you know, the worst that can happen is you fail miserably. But no, that was what was exciting, you know, the fact that there was no script and that you'd be on your mettle and you had to see what came up. I mean, that means you never quite know even what film you're making, really, and it's assembled in the edit, and you don't really know what you're going to get.
They must have had so much footage filming in this way at the end.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think you could have had 4 different types of film, but I think Debbie probably always knew the film she was making. I think she, you know, has a master plan, and you know, in the chaos you really don't know what's coming out, and then you see the film and you go, oh, I see, oh, now I understand. Yeah.
And you were filming in winter time, and a lot of the shoot was on location, because she films in chronological order, doesn't she?
Pretty much, yeah.
And you fell into the lake, did you not?
I did, yeah. But you know, with it being an improvised film, if something like that happens, then it makes the cut. So then you have to get in again and keep getting in until they've got all the shots. Yeah.
You'll never do that again, David, will you?
Well, you know, hey, listen.
But it was something that you really enjoyed, and it was inspiring to work with her in this way.
It's such a unique experience, absolutely. And working with Marc as well, who has the ability to free associate in a way that...
And the children and the animals.
And children who have the ability to free associate. And donkeys who just do whatever they fancy, frankly. But no, I mean, I don't quite know how Debbie does it, because it's sort of... It just feels, every day feels sort of like chaos, and then it all assembles into this lovely, beautiful Christmas film.
One last question.
Yeah.
You wanted to be an actor from a very young age, and your dream came true. Here you are tonight on the red carpet. It's a wonderful way to live your life.
Thanks very much, yes.
There's lots of young children in this film, from a baby up
Yeah.
until kids and they're about 18 years old. Would there be any advice you could give to any young kids out there that want to get into the industry?
No, I wouldn't be so bold or foolish to try and give anyone any advice. The children in this film don't need any. They're
giving you advice.
Exactly, they're much more poised than I am. I think, you know, it's one of those jobs that you should only do if there's nothing else you can do, because it's a silly job, and you know, most of the time it doesn't work out. So
the heart of the film's about believing in yourself, though.
Exactly. Good point. I should have said that. That was much better than my answer.
And now for something that's really going to get you bopping.
Yes, we can feel the loving and the hope of the way. Yes, we can keep on
I think baby's done a doo-doo.
And as the stars make their way down the red carpet, I'm certainly now in the Christmas spirit. Thank you for watching Premiere Scene.
Nativity 2, Danger in the Manger.
That was wonderful. Well done. Although no one likes to show off, do they?